So for many years, virtual assistants has been one of the best ways for beginners to start making money online. But is that still true today? See, I started working online since 2019, and even today, 60% of my monthly income come from virtual assistants. And that is why in this video, I'm going to share with you the real pros and cons of starting virtual assistants today, so that you can make your own decision on whether to go all in on virtual assistants or put your energy and time trying something else. So the first thing that I want you to understand is virtual assistance is a high-paying job, not a business, unless you have an agency. If you don't have an agency, you are working as a solo virtual assistant, you just have a high-paying job, not a business. Because if you look at the risk and rewards, you are going to see this is completely true. In most business, or in every business you start, there are going to be monetary risk. You are going to have to risk your money. But with virtual assistants, you don't really risk any money. You only risk your time and energy. You may risk some money into buying a computer or internet connection or maybe buying a course, but those are all personal things that doesn't go away with the business. So you don't have any risks of starting virtual assistants like you have a risk of starting a business. And that is true also for the reward. The reward you get as a business owner is totally different than the reward you get as a virtual assistant. Because as a virtual assistant, you just have a high-paying job. And let's look at the earning potential of virtual assistants because it is the biggest attraction. It is one of the main reasons people start virtual assistants because of the earning potential. And if you start virtual assistants even today, you stand a chance of making more money than any company can afford to pay you, especially if you live in Africa, because compare the minimum average salary in your country where you live. Then compare if you are working, let's say, 5 hours per day and you are charging $10 per hour. If you charge $10 per hour and you are working 10 hours per day, is it easy to find a job where you live, if you live in Africa, that can afford to pay you that much money? It's not easy at all. And that is why if you live in Africa, really the earning potential is one of the major advantages of starting virtual assistants. So looking at this alone, if you want to make a lot of money and you don't have the money to invest into doing any business, virtual assistant is going to probably be your best option even today. But there is one big barrier in virtual assistants, and that is a skill barrier. Before you will be able to start making any money in virtual assistant, you are going to have to learn a lot of things. You are going to have to learn a lot of skills that you are going to offer to client. You are going to have to learn how to package yourself right. You will have to learn how to find client, how to convince client to even hire you. So learning those skills take a lot of time, and for many people, they cannot really do one thing for a long time without seeing any physical result. They end up jumping around and never truly working on it for a long time enough to build enough skills to succeed. And that is exactly true even today. Even though we have a lot of AI tools, ChatGPT, and many things that are going to help you learn a lot faster, do research, and understand things better, it is going to still take a long time before you have the right and enough skills to succeed. And learning these skills is a big barrier because even though there are places to learn the skills, you just need time. You just need enough time to figure it out and do it right. And many people doesn't really have the patience to go through it, put in all the time it needs into learning and succeeding in it. So looking at this, if you want to make a lot of money, you don't have enough money to put into any reliable business, and you know you have the patience to go through the learning process, virtual assistance is still going to be right for you. But if you want to make a lot of money and you don't have enough money to put into any business and you don't have the patience to spend months learning and practicing things, virtual assistance is not going to work for you. And even if you have the patience and you go through the learning process, you end up finding your first client, there are some challenges that if you are not aware of those challenges, you are going to have a hard time. You might even end up really quitting and giving up on virtual assistance. And one of those things is, as a virtual assistant, you have some job security, a lot more than someone who have a full-time job. Because if you have a full-time job and the company you are working for end up letting you go, it might be a big challenge to find another job. But if you succeed in finding a client as a virtual assistant, you know how to find a client. So you don't rely only on one client. And since you can work for multiple clients at the same time, even if one client stops working with you, you still have another client you are working for. But the disadvantage of this is working as a virtual assistant, you are a lot like an employee. So you are going to end up having multiple bosses. So if you don't want to have a boss, you don't want to have a full-time job because you don't want to have a boss, If you work as a virtual assistant, you are going to have multiple bosses and you are going to have to please multiple bosses. And one major disadvantage of virtual assistants that most people don't talk about is, as a virtual assistant, you are selling your time for money, which is worse than working a full-time job. If you are working a full-time job, if you get sick, the company you work for are most likely going to pay you for some period of time. The company you work for, you can take a leave and you can still get paid. If for whatever reason you can't go to work for 2 days, you still get paid. But if you work as a virtual assistant, your earnings are directly connected to hours you put into work. If you get sick for 2 days, you don't get paid for two days. If you want to take a leave, your earnings stop. So except if you have an agency, if you work as a virtual assistant, an individual VA, your earnings are directly connected to your hours. So that makes it not scalable, and that also makes it not a very secure career. But even with all these disadvantages, virtual assistants has one advantage that starting a business doesn't have. See, if you start as a virtual assistant, you went through learning and you figure it out, you find client, you start working, you are going to be stable. See, you have client, they are paying you, are making a good amount of money. That is going to do something for you. That is going to give you the freedom, the flexibility, and enough disposable income to start trying out things, to start trying other things that are not going to rely on your time. I will give you an example. Right now, I am making content for YouTube and I am getting paid by YouTube. And I started getting paid by YouTube after I succeeded as a virtual assistant. I put all my time and energy into virtual assistants. When I have a steady income coming in, then I have enough money to put into buying a microphone, buying an expensive mobile phone, hiring people to work for me to do my thumbnails, edit my videos. So that gave me enough disposable income to do something like content creation that doesn't rely entirely on my own time. And if I want to try something, let's say print on demand, I still have enough disposable income to put into trying that thing out. If I never started virtual assistants, I choose something like content creation, I'm going to have a lot of difficulty trying to figure it out. I won't even have enough to talk about. I won't have enough money to put into buying the right equipment I need. I'm going to constantly have pressure of trying to make it so that I make some money to start taking care of my bills. So that's not going to work. And that is why it's very important, even today, if you want to start making money online, you don't have the money to put into trying other things, trying to figure out businesses, start as a virtual assistant. It takes time. That is one of the major disadvantages of starting virtual assistants. It takes a long time before you learn all the skills you need. You practice, you learn how to package yourself, learn how to find a client. But the good thing is, when you find a client, you have stable income coming in. That is when you have the freedom and flexibility to use the money you have to try other businesses. And eventually you might reach a point where you make enough money from other sources that working for a client is not even something you will do. And that is the advice I am giving everyone today. If you want to start making money online, you don't have enough disposable income to try businesses that even if the money failed, you are not going to care too much, start virtual assistant. Figure it out. Develop the patience and the discipline to do it right. That patience and discipline and all the skills you learn along the way, they are going to compound. And when you have enough money to try other things, that is going to help you succeed a lot faster. And you are even going to be able to realize what will work and what will not. And I know finding a client is the hardest challenge for any virtual assistant. And that is why I make this video. In this video, I shared all the ways that virtual assistants find a client. You can check it out so that you understand the right method, that you can follow the right method that are specifically right for you. If you find this video helpful, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe. I will see you in the next one.